A wonderful morning and welcome back to Sonnet Institute of Technology. My name is Bruce Malauzi and I'm your instructor for the Red Hat Certificate of Expertise in High Availability Clustering. This is module 2.8. In this particular module, we will be adding the Apache to the cluster services. So when creating a resource, you use this command pcs space resource space create, and then we'll verify our changes using the command pcs space resource space show. The create command is fairly long. Please pay attention as I type in the commands. Let's get to the configurations. Okay, in this particular task, you only do it on one of the cluster members. You don't do on both, you don't do on all. So please do this only on one of the cluster members. So in this case, I will use server 1. So I'm logged in at server 1 and so far so good. So let's check what we have in the meantime. So PCS status, we do have 2 resources added, and so far so good. The cluster members are online. So let's get started. So adding the Apache resource. So the command is pcs resource pcs resource create. So the keyword is web server, and I will call that the file system device equals okay. So I've got that, the disk by, so this is the disk. So I'm using the UUID. So I just need to paste my UUID right here. Okay, so remember where I get the UUID from. Let me show you once again in case you are lost. So I've got the UUID from here. Disk by ID. Okay, so this is the UUID we are using, this one, partition 1. So please don't get lost. So let's get back to our previous configuration. So I can close this one here. So back here, so we got our long command pcs resource create. I'll call it web server, and then the file system device is that one, and the directory which it will fail over to equal var/www. That's the Apache directory. And then the file system type, this is the file system which we partition the file system which is on the partition. So we used extent 4 when we partition this. So it was extent 4, and the group is web group. Okay, so let's go through it again. So the command is pcs resource create, the web server, and then the file system, we specified the device, and then I copied the UUID of the partition, and please make sure it's partition 1, and then I specified the directory in the file system, and I specified that the file system is extends 4 and belongs to the web group. Press enter. Okay, I made a typo here, and I'm supposed to enclose here, so Control C to quit, and then scroll here. I'm supposed to close that. Press enter. It's not complaining, so it means it's working. So I can verify by doing the PCS resource show. I made a typo. It's PCS show. Okay, so as you can see, our virtual IP which we configured earlier, it's up and running, and then recently we configured this and it's up and running. So if I jump over to the other cluster member, so I should find this being replicated to it. So let me go to server 2. On server 2, if I do the PCS show PCS resource show, as you can see, the configurations have been replicated to the other cluster, so we are good to go. So if I do the PCS status, now we have 3 resources, as you can see, and the cluster nodes are still online. So basically this is how you add Apache to the cluster, and it's fairly easy, just that these long commands when you create the resources. So the command is PCS space resource space create, and a chain of commands. It's fairly long, and if you have issues on the commands, if you didn't see them well on the screen, please let me know on your comments, and then I can post the commands. So in the next video we will test our configurations and test the failover as well. So I'd like to thank you for watching, and I hope this has been informative to you. Goodbye for now.